Hi there, my name is Toby, and on this channel I talk about internal body dynamics and the mind-body connection. And today I want to talk you through Bruce Lee's dragon flag exercise. So here you can see Bruce Lee doing it, and it's very, very impressive. He's holding on to 2 bars above his head. Now my method is slightly different, it's a little bit harder. I'm lying on the bench and I've got to hook my hands behind my head onto the bench, so it also requires some finger strength. Now I can't do it quite as good as Bruce Lee, but I'm particularly proud of myself to be able to do this at all, because I've had 4 major surgeries on my abdomen. I've been cut from groin to sternum twice in emergency surgery, and I've still got maybe 3 visible hernias left in my belly as a result of those surgeries. Now they're not dangerous, but I do manage them and I've got to keep my eye on them. So this is my method here. I'm hooked my hands above my head, lift up the legs. Now this much, you can also try it with bent legs. So again, you need a certain amount of strength, so I do not recommend you do this unless you're already fit and strong. It requires a great deal of strength. Now what I'm doing is locking up my whole body. You've got to lock up everything together. I'm expanding the rib cage, lifting my shoulders up to hook the hands behind the head, and with this expansion in the rib cage, I then continue the tension down into my belly, down into the glutes, and all the way down through the legs. And you can see I also twist left and right like this, and this will activate the obliques as well as the belly. Now it's not only the abdominals, I'm also using the TA muscle. That is the deepest part of the abdominals. You've got to pull your belly in towards the spine, navel to the spine. Now this little exercise here, arms up and down, we can all do that. This is really going to create a massive stretch in the rib cage and the shoulder joint. You let the arms drop behind your head and go up and down. It really opens up the rib cage and opens up the scapula. So that again, all this is to do with the torso, expansion in the rib cage and holding the expansion in the rib cage and the shoulders. From there, I create the strength. Then after that, it's the belly and the glutes. So this is the secret. It's not just the abdominals, it's the entire spine. You see, I've got a natural backwards arch in the spine. I've got to maintain this arch. You can see here now sitting upright. This is now a horse riding stance, but I'm sitting down doing a horse riding stance, arms up and down. But you can see the arms are behind the head. This creates a dramatic stretch in the rib cage and the scapula and the shoulders. I'm also separating out the shoulders, trying to stretch my arms apart. And at the same time as doing this, the arms go up and down. And this is a classic Qigong exercise that I talk about a lot. But you see, even as the arms go down, I'm keeping the shoulders up and back. It's a little bit tricky. You see, hands go behind the head, you can really feel it. Shoulders up and back, hands behind the head, hands behind the back. And with this stretch, I then go up and down with deep, deep breathing. But I'm keeping the belly pulled in. You see, arms are in front, but the shoulders are up and back. Very, very important. It's different. I'm breathing deeply into the back of the ribs, not so much the belly. So the belly is always held slightly in. There is an expansion in the rib cage, not too much of an expansion, because again, you've got to pull the belly in. That is the TA muscle. Navel pulls towards the spine. And with that, I'm breathing deeply into the back of the rib cage, creating an expansion in the back of the ribs, and then moving the arms up and down. And again, once I've got that, here you can see a twist. Maintaining a neutral spine, a natural spine position, belly pulled in, I can then twist and bend my spine in this basic natural body alignment. So it's about internal control. It's not so much about the movements you're doing, it's about how you maintain the alignment of your spine as you move. That is the whole secret to this body efficiency training. Internal body alignment. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Now you can see I'm rising up into horse riding stance again and doing it. So here you can see it's all about activating the entire body in one go, even pointing out the tippy toes. So I hope this little video made sense. Again, this is an advanced exercise. No need to do this if you can't do it, but you can try with bent legs and do very, very slowly, very, very carefully. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you in any of these other videos here.